We are live. Welcome to the first edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show 2022. We get New Year's Six Bowls. We get some NBA. We get some NHL. We have a really cool NHL game today. I don't know if you guys know, but there's this game in Minnesota today that's been played at Target Field. I saw some videos of their practices yesterday. They're playing hockey as it's snowing, which was absolutely really cool. I'm hoping that's similar to the scene we saw back in I think it was the first Winter Classic in Detroit, where they were playing in the snow, which was really cool. So that should be a fun game to see today as well, just as a fan's perspective. Of course, we could try to make some money on that game as well. But before we look at today's games, before we take a look at today's matchups and today's lines, we're going to take a look back at last year, Tim. Meaning just December 31st. I'm not trying to go over the last 365 days. I don't need to do that.
Well, on January 1st of 2021, we had...
Yeah, right. And yesterday I finished down half a unit. So it was what it is. What it is. College sports really were really nice to me yesterday. Other than those damn Bearcats, I hate Alabama. I went 5-1 in between college basketball, college football, 3-0 in college football, 2-1 in college, or 3-0 in college basketball, 2-1 in college football. Demon Deacons and the Bulldogs come through for me yesterday. The Bearcats do not. The true killer from yesterday, though, the reason I didn't have a profitable day is the goddamn NBA. Cavaliers have a huge lead, blow it. Clippers lead at some points in this game as 6.5-point dogs, don't cover. Spurs, they were in there for most of the game, and then the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, they forgot there was a basketball game still. Blazers, I think, totally forgot there was a basketball game. I did cash the Pacers. I did cash the Heat, but I went 2-8 in NBA yesterday, including those half-unit sprinkles on all the money on the underdogs. In the NHL, cashed one of my favorite plays of the season with the Rangers. I cashed their team total, and there was a goal scored within the last 2 minutes of that game to kill my Rangers reg line play at plus 160. That would have been really nice to hit that. Then I also cashed the Edmonton Oilers and the New Jersey Devils over 6. That was in the second period. It was I got to stop watching that game and not worry about it after it was 3-3. And I lost on the over in the Washington and Detroit game, where Ovechkin scored 2 goals, and he broke the all-time record for power play goals in NHL history. So props to Ovechkin there. I hope you win the MVP this year because I have a 7-1 ticket on you to do so. But that was my day yesterday. I went 10-12. I finished the year down, or with a day down 0.6 units. How about you, Tim? Time to flip the new year.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I actually forgot my book in the other room, but I'll try to go over all the plays that we had.
You have your microphone plugged in?
It should be plugged in.
Yeah, hold it closer to you. It's crackly there.
Oh, okay then. Let me just make sure it is the right microphone. Yeah. Yep. This one works.
I can hear you. It's just crackly. That's it.
All right. Sorry. 3-0 college basketball day. We did have 4 plays. The Elon game got canceled. We had the over in Northeastern and William and Mary. Cashed that one. We had the under in the Delaware game. Cashed it. And under in Central Connecticut. Cashed that one as well. So got to end the new year, end 2021 with another really good college basketball day. We're now, I think that's 363 and 276. So we're getting close to that, possibly trying to get to up 100 more wins and losses this year, which would be absolutely phenomenal. NBA was rough yesterday. I went 2-4. Started off with the Suns -4. They totally forgot there was even a game. Indiana plus 4.5. That one worked. Oklahoma City plus 6.5. That one worked. Dallas and Sacramento. They had live lines for that one all the way up into the 230s, close to 240. I mean, the live lines just are if you go into live betting, and that's the line that it'll currently give you at a certain point of the game. They had 120 points by halftime, and then they proceeded to go way under the total. I had the over in that game. That sucked. San Antonio, same deal, and Portland forgot they had a game. So 2-4 in the NBA. Nick, your hockey on the site went what? I think it was like 1-3. 1-2. And then we had Cincinnati and Georgia on the site as well, so 1-1 there. Let's keep rolling. New year, we got 25 college basketball games up today. Those are all up on the site. If you guys want to check those out, earlesportsbets.com/promo. You can get our week pass 7 days for $49. Check that out. Link in the description below. We're number 1 on the site. Even if you go to the site right now, it doesn't show any standings. Just go to the All of 2021 tab, and it'll show you everything that you need to know for that. But yeah, and then I got 3 NBA plays. I don't know how many hockey plays Nick has, but it should be a really good day. And I'm excited for the start of 2022. We'll go ahead and go over to the chat and say hi to everybody, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the games. What's up, guys? Let's get it. Let's cash it. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation. Subscribe and share. Show some love to these twins. They deserve it. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Marcos. Happy New Year to everybody coming in. AJ's, Nal, Terry, Supness, and Happy New Year. Exactly what I wanted to hear. Perfect. First text from Lex this year. Early college football today. Yes, there is. We'll be going over those in a minute. Yes, I saw that. Congratulations, Dre Richardson. He cannot be caught for handicap baton. I suck this month. If I go 2-0 today, I'll be 34-26. So not really a good month there. It would be slightly profitable, but congratulations, Dre. Cannot be caught. And it looks like Robert Franken, if he gets 1 win today, will be number 2. And then Lane Elliott, Sean Austin, and Detroit Lenny are all within 1 game for 3rd place. So good luck to everyone there. So hopefully everything is good there. First time trying. Congrats. Congrats, Dre. Thanks. I'll get rid of that person. I don't know what that is. Audio is definitely crackling a lot. Is it actually?
It is. It is.
I can't freaking win. I don't know why. It's plugged in. Is it better now?
Yes.
I'm tired of being out here. Capitals money line.
No, you are.
Rangers team. Shut up, Nick. Rangers team total. Ducks Knights under UGA minus 7.5. There you go. Congrats, Dre. Bad wire. It's a brand new cord. It's a brand new cord. Better. Good. Better for a couple minutes, and then it'll end up being.
Yeah, and then it'll go back. Yeah.
All right, Nick. Let's try to run through these games. We'll go ahead and start it off in this one. I actually got to pull up the things. Do you remember what bowl game this is? Outback Bowl. Outback Bowl between Penn State and Arkansas. Arkansas is about a 3.5 point favorite. Total of 50.5. Where are we rolling in this one, Nick?
Yeah, this is one of those games where this line's moved a lot since I bet it. This game opened up at, I want to say, Arkansas plus 4. Plus 4 it opened up at. Wow.
4,
when I got this line, I got the Razorbacks at plus 118 on the money line. Needless to say, that line's definitely moved in my favor. This was one of those games where, we have opt-outs, I believe, on the Nittany Lions side. I have to look up college bowl game opt-outs, and I can read these opt-outs out. super prepared for today's show.
Yes, you will.
Let's see. That's a Central Michigan.
By the way, I'll mention I did not bet any of these college basketball games. There you go.
Yep. Earlier this month, the Nittany Lions lost their defensive coordinator, who left to take over as the head coach of Virginia Tech. Head coach James Franklin's yet to make a decision on the replacement. Penn State's also without its two leading tacklers, linebacker Brandon Smith and Ellis Brooks opt out. Safety Jaquan Brisker opted out as well. Now on wideouts, Jahan Dodson and defensive end Arnold. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's last name. Dodson is not expected to play. Meanwhile, Arkansas, Traylon Burks has they're keeping their eye out on his status, wide receiver. He has declared for the NFL draft. The Razorbacks also lost defensive end Trey Williams, who had declared for the NFL draft and was arrested for DWI. In good news, however, wide receiver Tyson Morris is back and practicing, and he will be playing most likely in today's game. Woo Pig, I got him at plus 118. I don't know if I would bet him at minus 4.5 now, but I like the Razorbacks in this game.
All right, that's fair. Got them bacon bits.
Yes.
Vancouver money line. Penn State missing best players. Yep. What's up, bros? Good to see you guys as always. Good morning, Lane Elliott. If you're able to do me one favor, Lane Elliott, beat Detroit Lenny in this damn handicap ton. You need to get, I think, one. You need to get one win in order to guarantee not to lose to him. So if you can go ahead and do that, so he could just not be in the money, appreciate it. I just want to mess with him. These opt outs didn't help me yesterday. The backup came into play. Which game? What was yesterday? Yesterday was just the Wake Forest. Central Michigan.
Central Michigan. The Chippewas.
I forgot about that game. Don't worry about the work. Mike. Yeah, I got you. No, you're good. I still want to have a good presentation, though. How about a little bit of the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, Nick? We get the Cowboys of Oklahoma State take on the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. What are you looking at this one, Nick? Notre Dame's a 1-point favorite at this point, 45.5.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame in this game here a lot. We have Oklahoma State coming in off of that heartbreaking loss to Baylor, which basically robbed them of a spot in the Final Four. They could have been playing yesterday for a shot in the national championship. Now they're playing the Fiesta Bowl. Now you could say that the Notre Dame Fighting Irish as well, except they didn't have a conference championship to go and win. Oklahoma State enters 11-2. Notre Dame enters 11-1. Both these teams have been really good against the spread this year. 9-3-1 for Oklahoma State, 9-3 for Notre Dame. I like the Irish in this spot here. I think this will be a fired up Irish team looking to perform because we all know what happened with their head coach Brian Kelly, who basically said I was going to stay with Notre Dame. I'm going to be the Fighting Irish head coach here. Went and he took the job in LSU, so I expect this team to be pissed because of that. So far, let's see, and then opt outs. Kyle Hamilton, star safety for them, hinted that he's going to play in this game. But now Hamilton and running back Kyron Williams will skip the Fiesta. Okay, no, they're both skipping it. Big news around Oklahoma State centers around defensive coordinator Jim Knowles, who left for the same position at Ohio State. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's other big opt-out other than those two. And I think that this is a letdown spot a little bit for Oklahoma State. After losing the game that could have sent you to the playoffs, I don't think they're really going to show up for this game as much. And I think we are going to see some fire out of Notre Dame similar to what we saw with the Oklahoma Sooners, to be completely honest. One of those, wow, our head coach left us type of games. Let's prove him wrong that he shouldn't have left us. So, yeah, give me the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I got him around minus 125 when I bet him. You can now get them for around, I think, minus 115. Let's see what the line is here. Minus one. I don't know. I see Notre Dame minus 112. Pick them. But yeah, I like the Irish in this game. I think they take care of business in this one.
There you go. There you go. We'll go ahead and keep on rolling. We get the Verbo Citrus Bowl.
Citrus Bowl.
Iowa taking on Kentucky. Kentucky is a 3.5 point favorite. Total of 43.5 in this game. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Let's take a look. Iowa Star Center Tyler Lindenbaum, who is projected to go in the first round, says that he'll no doubt suit up for the bowl game. So that's good for Iowa. Except the only thing is that running back Tyler Goodson declared for the draft, and he will skip the Citrus Bowl. Spencer Petras listed as the starting quarterback for the Hawkeyes here. And then Iowa secondary, Matt Hankins ruled out with injury. And backup Terry Roberts wasn't listed on the depth chart. Kentucky will be without wide receivers Josh Alley and Isaiah Epps, who were involved in a car accident. I'm just reading off of Action Network, all the things they have for the bowl games here. I like Iowa in this game, and I think I might rebet them here at plus 3.5 as well. I personally bet them at plus 120, and they're now around plus 136. I'm going to take them plus 3 and a hook here as well. I think they keep this game semi-close. We know that this Iowa defense has been really strong this year. When we look at their numbers here, they were number 14 in the nation in points allowed at only 19.2. They were top 20 in both total yards and rushing yards allowed as well. And this is a team that struggled on offense a little bit, so I see this being a lower scoring game. I would lean towards the under in this game if I had to get to a side, or a total. I don't really bet totals in college football though, but this would be definitely a lean towards the under. But I like Iowa plus 3.5, and then I also have my bet on the money line plus 120 that I placed about 3 weeks ago.
There you go. I don't mind that at all. So running with that one. I believe we have two more bowl games today. Sorry.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and move on. This one's the Rose Bowl, presented by Capital One Venture X. Utah versus Ohio State in this game. Ohio State's only a 4-point favorite now. It dropped from 7 to 4, and then it's dropped from a 67 to a 64. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, there's been reasons why this line has dropped. There's been a few opt-outs in this game for the side of Ohio State. Ohio State will not have Garrett Wilson. They will not have Nicholas Petit-Ferrier, Haskell Garrett, Haskell Garrett, yeah, who all opted out for this game. And future first round pick as well, Chris Olave will not be playing in this game. Defensive tackle Antoine Jackson, linebacker Cody Simon, and cornerback Savion Banks and safety Marcus Williamson were not in practice for Ohio State. All of Utah's players are expected to play though. But even with missing these players, Ohio State, I think, is still leaps and bounds better than the Utah Utes. Even with their depth pieces. I just think that's plain and simple. And I bet them at -7, and I'm okay with that line because I think this is a game where Ohio State comes in and wins by 10 plus. And prove because we've seen what the Big Ten have done during these playoffs or during these bowl games, other than, of course, Michigan yesterday. They've been really solid in these bowl games. I believe they were undefeated until Michigan. Because I'm trying to remember who it was from the Big Ten. These later bowl games in the Big Ten really dominated. Maryland's, Minnesota. It was Michigan State and Wisconsin. The first, and then they had 2 losses yesterday, Rutgers and Michigan. Rutgers, they were not set up to do anything other than collect a check in that game.
Purdue also won a game with the
Purdue.
Big Ten.
Yeah, I forgot about Purdue. Yeah, Purdue as well. And I think that the Big Ten is going to have a really good game here with the Ohio State Buckeyes. I think that and Iowa as well. I think both those 2 teams are going to take care of business today. I wasn't a fan of the other Big Ten team, but I think Arkansas is better there. But yeah, I like the Big Ten team here in Ohio State. I think they're the better overall team, even with the opt outs. I think they take care of business in the game.
I like it. Nathan said he took KU or Kentucky. I just sprinkle Iowa had a bunch of players missing. Plus, they weren't looking at not good at all this season.
I see this as a good defensive game that stays.
They still finished 12-3 this year. Iowa still had a really good year. Ohio State has a factory of next player level.
Oh yeah.
Ohio State will showcase their talent disparity. Agree. No hockey did that. Yep. No, there's hockey. He just hasn't put it in the scroll yet because he's lazy.
Yeah, I just haven't typed them all up yet because I'm still looking at NBA as well. So
all good. Well, we'll let you go over this final bowl game. It's the All-State Sugar Bowl. We get Baylor and Ole Miss 7 versus 8. Ole Miss is a 1-point favorite, total of 58 in this game. Where are we rolling with these 2 teams?
Yeah, I stayed off this one here. This one was a confusing game. I think I had it around a pick'em. It is around a pick'em. I just don't see enough value to target this game. I guess if I had to go to a side, it's got to be the SEC here in Ole Miss. I think they're the better overall team. I need to see one thing. I believe with the line being the way it is, Matt Corral is playing in the Sugar Bowl, which is huge. So that was a huge plus for them there. I think Ole Miss wins this game. I think that this is a Baylor Bears team that them winning the Big 12 was, I think, as big as it's going to get for them this season. And I like that Matt Corral is playing in his last game here as an Ole Miss Rebel, projected a first-round pick and one of the top quarterbacks in the draft. So it'd be a lean towards the Rebels, but you don't have to bet every single game today. I already have action on 4, and I just didn't see enough value to get to this game.
There you go. That's fun. But that is the 5 college football playoff games for today, or bowl games for today. We do have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game NBA slate for today. So we'll go ahead and jump into that now. Quickly run through that. Did I just? Yeah, I can move stuff around. There we go. Start off with this game now.
Yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans are at the Milwaukee Bucks in this one. This game has actually gone to an 11.5 now favorite for the Milwaukee Bucks, a total of 221.5. Where are you looking at for this matchup?
Yeah, first of all, I'm pulling up the injury report. Nick's gone. Looking at it, Brandon Ingram is going to be questionable for today's game with Achilles injury. Valanciunas placed in healthy safety protocol. He is out for today. Chris Middleton will also be out due to personal reasons. Josh Hart remains questionable or probable for today's game. So a couple injuries there. I'm going to go under in this game of 222. I just don't think that the Pelicans can put up enough points in this game. They're a little bit beat up, and that center position is going to be a little bit tough for them. I don't think they're going to be able to get much around the basket just because no Valanciunas and Giannis is going to destroy anybody who tries to come in there. On the other side, I don't think the Bucks need to put up a super crazy amount of points, and I don't think they will because with Chris Middleton out, that's about 15, 20 points a game minimum that is now off the board. So this is a spot where I like the under 222 between these 2 teams. So that's where I went in this one.
Yeah, I was just looking at my numbers here a little bit, and I've come up with all of one play I like for the NBA today. And I'm typing that into the thing right now. It's too many points here. I'm going to take New Orleans plus the 11.5. I had this game around 9.5. And that kind of correlates with your under there. Of course, the lower scoring games will bound themselves more to an underdog, especially of this size. So I like the underdog in this spot here with the New Orleans Pelicans. I just bet them now, and that's my only play for the NBA today.
Okay. Do I sound fine right now?
Yeah, you sound fine. I'll just type a letter. Yeah, I'll just start typing a letter in the private chat, and then you just unplug and plug back in your microphone or something like that.
That's what I figured. Tough NHL slate today.
I like
Utah
the NHL today.
Utah keeps it close. Is top 20 and best tackle out for Ohio State. I don't think it matters.
I don't
Ole
think it
Miss,
matters.
you have to go with best player and Matt Corral.
Yeah.
Guys, what do you think of Islanders or Oilers?
We will get to that one.
Yeah, we have a whole big NHL slate that we will go over every single game.
Yep.
No big foul. Happy New Year. Ole Miss -1 for me today. A Turnsy, whatever you say. Let's go on with it. I don't see how the Pels stay in this game. They will get dominated in the paint. I agree. So if Pelicans score like 80 points today, that would be perfect. Giannis Antetokounmpo over 29.5. Are you talking about points or if it's points, then maybe. The only concern with playing player props from this game is the possible chance of blowout and that he doesn't play the fourth quarter. That would be my only concern for that one. So just be careful there. I don't mind anything involving Giannis, though. That's fine. We'll keep on rolling. I like this game.
Yeah, Chicago Bulls are at the Washington Wizards. Our Bulls are 2-point favorites in this game with a total of 218. What are you looking at for this matchup?
Yeah, I know when it comes to Washington this year, I haven't really bet that many overs. This is one of the games I did. I got them at 218. This Washington's almost healthy, just without Dinwiddie and Harrell, and then a couple bench players, nothing crazy. Bulls going to be without Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso, but I feel like this is a spot where this game goes into the 110s, 120s each, a back and forth type game, maybe even an overtime. I really do think these teams are going to go back and forth in this one. Bradley Beal, player props for him. DeMar DeRozan's been crazy, and Zach LaVine's been really good lately. So I really think this could be a good spot for both teams to really just get out offensively and start scoring. 218, I think, is a little bit too low. I think it's actually jumped up to 219 on some books. So moving in my direction, I like the over 218 in this game.
I stayed off this game. My projected number for it was 1.5. So didn't see enough value to get to any of these games other than the first one here. I don't. I might get to one later. I just need to take a little bit of a deeper look into it. But yeah, I didn't get to this one.
That's fair. Here comes Lex with his big thing. Bulls money line. Okay. Arkansas -1. Sure. Okie State and Notre Dame over 44.5. Bruins money line against the Sabres.
Yes.
No. Panthers -1.5. Maple Leafs money line and Oilers under $100 to win $2,000. Good luck. But Sabres for the cup. Go Sabres. Zach LaVine over 25.5 points. I don't mind that at all. Especially when it comes to overs. I'm going to really like this game. Everyone probably thinks the Bulls will be fatigued, but I think the Bulls will prevail even in the back-to-back. I agree. I think you're going to see some points. Wizards, good dog spot for me, liking the over too. Yeah, I just like the over. I didn't really choose a side in that game. I chose a side in one game, and I don't have any more plays until that last game, so let's keep rolling.
Yeah, San Antonio Spurs are at the Detroit Pistons in this one here. Spurs are 6.5-point road favorites in this game. A total of 224.5. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, I laid off this game. Spurs are on a second leg of a back-to-back. They just lost yesterday to Memphis badly. I have like 13. And Detroit's Detroit. I passed on this game. Still no DeJounte Murray for the Spurs. No Cade Cunningham and Jeremiah Grant, along with a couple of bench players on that Detroit side. It would be a lean towards San Antonio, but I'm not laying 6.5 points on San Antonio on a second leg of a back-to-back, even though, yes, it is against Detroit. Could we come back and the Spurs won this game by 30 points? Yeah, that could definitely happen. But this is not a spot that I'm interested in going after. So for this one, and actually for the next couple games, I'm going to be passing on them.
Yeah, I kind of lean the other side here. Obviously, I didn't bet it, but my line for this was 5. So if you can give me 7.5 points at home against a team on a second half of a back-to-back, you'll have my attention, the Detroit Pistons. I know they're not a very good team, but on a second half of a back-to-back, I mean, I feel like that's the only lean for me. So, but I truly think this game might be.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, I guess. But I'll give you a couple of reasons why not to bet the Detroit Pistons. No Cade Cunningham, no Jeremiah Grant, no Kelly Olynyk, Corey Joseph, Frank Jackson, Trey Lyles, Isaiah Stewart, Saban Lee, Josh Jackson, Kalen Haynes. I'm surprised that this game is even being played. The Pistons have nobody. The only thing that's keeping me off the Spurs is the fact that they're on a second leg of a back-to-back.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's
and I'm not laying 6.5 points with the Spurs. So just be careful. Be careful. West Virginia plus points, maybe under.
College basketball.
Oh shoot, college basketball. West Virginia. We did a video on that game yesterday. And we did grab the under. That's the one free play we have up on the site. Which if you want to check out. What time is
that West Virginia game?
Earliest timing, 1 o'clock, noon.
Did
it get canceled?
I don't see it on the book. Let's take a look.
It could have started at 11. I think it started at 12.
I don't see it on the book, but it doesn't say canceled on ESPN. It starts at 12.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here.
But I can tell you something. That line has jumped. I believe Texas was 8.5 point favorites. Now they're 11 point favorites. And total was at 1. What did we get it at? 120 something? 121.5, and it's dropped to 120. So somebody on West Virginia probably went out here. But
let's see if I can get a name for you. No, I can't. Okay.
That's fine. But yeah, that line has moved, but that's still going on, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go scroll through to see if there's any games. Any games that got canceled that me and you have money on, but we'll look from there. I'm gonna go through these, chat more. Lean under here. Under 224 in that Detroit game. I don't mind that. I really do. +7. You can get +7 on DK. Okay. Not the greatest NBA slate today. Lately, all health and safety protocols have made it wild. There's actually not as many as there was. But hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I messaged him in the private chat saying that I was getting a little crackly there.
What's the point in mentioning me in the private chat if you're just gonna say it out loud? Yeah, there's actually hasn't been as many COVID protocols lately as there was before, so at least that's nice. Can't trust the Pistons. I agree. No Cunningham, no Grant. It's an auto fade for me on Detroit. I agree. Not to mention Detroit is 5-28 this year. They have covered in 15 out of the 33 games, so at least they're covering it a little bit, but no, nothing there. No, it's not on the list. Most likely got canceled. No, it's not. It hasn't got canceled. I think it needs to go back up on the books. They'll put it up back in a couple minutes, I guess. Happy New Year's, Earle Bros. I already hit the like button for you guys. Damn right. If you guys want luck for the rest of the year, you better hit that like button. Heard Pistonians are missing. Yeah, they're missing a bunch of players. Have to roll churros or the under. I just did not bet this game. We'll go ahead and keep rolling, though, Nick.
Yeah, we got an interesting matchup here. This was the one I said I need to take a deeper look into. Brooklyn Nets are hosting the LA Clippers here in this one. 12-point favorites are these Brooklyn Nets, total of 219, 219 and a half. Is this too many points with this Clippers team, or do you think this is about right?
I did not touch this game. Just because I don't deal with minus 12s or more than minus 10s. It would have to be a lean towards the Clippers. The one thing is that the Clippers are still without like half their team. And they're on a second leg of a back-to-back, and they're already short benched. And no, this is not a spot I want to get to. This is going to be an ugly game. Maybe a lean towards an under the 219, but I really got no feeling on this game. No Paul George. Actually, they're getting a couple of their players back. They still Clippers will still be without Zubac, Hartenstein, Batum, Joe Harris, but Joe Harris on the other side. But these two teams are actually getting a little bit more healthier, but still no Paul George, which is the big key thing for them. No, I don't really like this game. I will not be betting this one. There's 3 games on the slate that I like. The other ones I don't really like.
Pass.
Yeah, I'm torn on this one, really. I want to bet this one. I know they have players out, and I need to adjust my power ranking for that. But I originally had this around 6-7 as the line for this game. I kind of like the Clippers in this one. I know they're on a second half of a back-to-back. They were in Toronto last night, so they did cross the border. But I feel like this is too many points. I don't know if that's true or not, but
I don't think so. The only reason why I say it won't be too many points, the Clippers are beat up, and they're on a second leg of back-to-back. We could come back tomorrow and see that this game ended up being a 35-point game, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, which is exactly the reason I stayed off this game completely. But this is the only other game I was looking to potentially bet and take the Clippers plus the points.
Yeah, I just wasn't interested in this one.
Fair enough. All right, then we'll move on to the second to last NBA game of the day. Denver Nuggets are
little bit of chat.
Oh, my bad.
To be honest, with all the COVID protocols, it makes it hard to place. I agree. I know a lot of people are not really betting NBA right now. I try to work around it. 12 players missing. Can't see the Nets winning by that much. 1-800-GAMBLER. You don't need to bet the double digits in the NBA. I agree.
All right. Denver Nuggets are 7-point road favorites in this game. A total of 224 in this one. Where are we looking at for this game?
Another pass. I guess a lean towards the Nuggets ever so slightly. It's one of those spots where 7 points, I feel like it could be around a 7-point game. And I don't know which way it'll go, either 8 or 6 or whatever the deal is there. Most likely no Aaron Gordon for the Nuggets. Most likely, definitely no Monte Morris. He's in COVID protocols. A couple non-big players out for the Houston Rockets. Keep in mind the Denver Nuggets. Coach Malone is in COVID protocols as well. So this would be an ugly game. My best guess for this one will be an under the 224. I feel like that's a little bit too high of a total. Did I get to it? Did I bet it? No, I did not. But it would be a lean towards Denver -7, a lean towards the under, but I really don't like this game.
Yeah, this is one I stayed off of as well. I had this game around 5.5. It's 7, so I guess it'd be a 1.5 lean towards the home dog in this game, but not getting involved in this one. I just don't see any reason to.
Yeah, nothing really going there. Yeah, Denver is hit or miss, 100%. But I will have a play on this last game of the slate.
Yeah, Golden State Warriors are at the Utah Jazz in this one. Jazz are 4.5 points home favorites in this game. Total of 223. Your thoughts on this one?
I'm gonna be grabbing the home team. I'm grabbing the Jazz -4.5. Mitchell will be back today, which is nice for him. Still no Draymond. Mike Conley is questionable. He probably will play. He was rested last game, so I can only imagine that he plays today. Joe Ingles was out against Minnesota. I could definitely see him playing again today. There's a couple of other players that are question marks for later on in terms of bench players. I just think Utah's the better team right now with the players that they're going to have. Utah, they've been a really strong team lately, 8-2 their last 10. They have not been covering as many spreads. They're 3-6-1, but I feel like against a Golden State team, which we saw how they played the last time they came out, they scored 86 points against a Denver team that doesn't particularly play good defense. Curry had a really bad game, though, and I feel like Curry might have a little bit of a better game, but I still don't think that the Warriors win this one. I'm going to be grabbing the Utah Jazz -4.5 in this game.
Yeah, I stayed off this one as well. I guess for me, to lean towards the underdog in this game. I had this game ranked around a 3. So this one's a pass for me. I didn't bet it, but yep.
Yes, under in the West Virginia game.
And that was our one. I did a free pick video on that game, so
You should check out all the other free pick videos after the stream on Earle Sports Bets on our YouTube channel right here. You could find 7 free pick, 3 in college basketball, 2 bowl games, 1 hockey, bunch of stuff. So if you guys are interested in checking all those out, go ahead, check out all of the free pick videos on our channel as well. How about some hockey, Nick? I know you want to get into some hockey, and we get to start with your favorite team, the Buffalo Sabres. Are in Boston taking on the Bruins. Bruins are a tiny 315 favorite, total of 5.5. Tell me that the Buffalo Sabres are going to upset the Boston Bruins today. Boom. Let's get it, Nick.
Not going to happen. Not a chance in the world. That I'm going to say that to you. -307, -130 for the puck line. Yeah, they did a really good job of pricing these games. Now, there's a couple of these lines today, like Buffalo and Montreal has them here, where if you like betting team totals, they're 1.5. You're telling me the Buffalo Sabres can't get 2 goals in this game? I like over 5.5 in this spot, and I'm leaning towards the puck line for the Boston Bruins. This Buffalo Sabres team is starting to do exactly what I expected from them this season. I've backed them the last few games. I am not going to back them again today. They have now lost 8 of their last 10 games. They've been puck lined. They got puck lined against the Islanders without half their top 6. If that should tell you everything you need to know about this Buffalo Sabres team right now. I feel like I might have a ticket on the Boston Bruins puck line later today. I think this is one of those games where Boston's going to come in, win this game 5-2, maybe something along those lines. Goes way over, and it's one of those games where I don't see Buffalo really competing in this game. Let's see injuries and stuff like that for this game. The only thing that I think makes me truly nervous, or that I don't want to back the puck line, is it might be Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in that. But still, you got a decent amount of players out for the Buffalo Sabres. Robert Haig, Colin Miller. Still got Cogliata out, Cousins out, Gergensons, Middlestat. They did get Hinostroza back in their lineup here. And if we look at the injury list here for the Boston Bruins, Jacob Borrell. That's it. 1 defenseman. This is the healthiest you're going to see this Boston Bruins team at the entire season. And I kind of am trying to decide whether or not I want to add the Boston Bruins puck line or their team total over 3.5. So I think Boston absolutely comes out and dominates in this game here. They're well rested. They haven't played in a hot minute. The last time they played was on the 16th of December when they lost 3-1 to the Islanders. But now they're finally back. They have everybody healthy. I think this is a team that's going to benefit a lot from having this time off. And I'm going to add it. Give me the Boston Bruins puck line here at -130. I usually don't lay this type of
Boo.
Yeah, you can boo me with your crackling mic there, but it just started doing that. But Boston is the far superior team in this matchup. And I think that minus 300 tag is correct on that there. So, I mean, if you want to get a little frisky here, you can go the first 4 games here of the slate, go 14 parlay. I think all favorites hit Boston, Florida, Carolina, and Nashville. And you could probably get a decent return on a 4-teamer there. I don't encourage parlays, especially with big favorites, but a $10 bet would win you $26. So that's just a little thought there. If you just want to take all the big favorites, I don't see any of these underdogs really showing up in these first 4 games. But I like the Bruins here on the puck line, and I like the over 5.5 in this game. This could be easily be a 4-2.
That's fair.
I'm frozen.
Rob,
there we go.
Bucknell as a 10-point dog. Boston Uni isn't beating anybody by double digits. What am I missing? We actually have this game lined around Boston minus 13.5, so it might be a lean towards Boston U ourselves. Did we get to it? No, we did not. But it would be a lean towards Boston, if anything. I know that sounds crazy, but we're not betting it. So Raptors screwed my 3-team parlay yesterday. You had Bulls, Cavs, Raptors. You mean the Cavs ruined it? The Cavs ruined it, not the Raptors. Blame the goalie when they win by 1.
Blame Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen when Boston wins by 1. Sure.
No, Buffalo wins straight up.
No.
Vancouver added to parlay. Vancouver added to parlay. I think he added Vancouver to his parlay.
I'm not a fan of Vancouver today.
All right. Well, this game should be a close one. We get the Montreal Canadiens in Florida taking on the Panthers. Panthers are a slight. Have we seen a favorite this big this year?
No.
500?
Yeah. Yep. There's a reason behind it.
What are we getting? Like a bunch of high school kids going up against them or something?
Feels like it, isn't it?
Minus 500 for Florida. Total is 6. God damn. What are you thinking of this one, Nick?
I got to give props to the bookmakers on this one for giving you absolutely no possible reason to bet or no possible way to bet the Florida Panthers today. You want to take them on the money line? You're going to lay 5-1. 5-1. Take them on the puck line? You're going to lay minus 215 to lay a goal and a half. Okay, fine. You can either do that. You can do that. No, I don't like either of those options. Maybe look at a team total. I think they absolutely dominate this game. I think Florida Panthers are a far superior team. And I'll go over the injuries in just a second for the Montreal Canadiens compared to what the Florida Panthers are dealing with. You can look at a team total. Yeah. No way in hell I'm ever going to bet a team total over 4.5 here. This is still an NHL team. I put in air quotes. This Montreal Canadiens team, and you're asking another NHL team to score 5 goals against them. That's almost like betting a team total over 6.5 in baseball. It's still a major league pitcher, even if it's Matt Harvey. I'm on the over 6 in this game. I think we see goals in this one here. The only thing that makes me nervous about this is whether or not we're going to see any goals from the Canadiens. I like over 6 in this spot. By the way, if you want to take the Panthers in regulation, that's a minus 325. They've done you absolutely no favors on any type of way of doing it here. You can parlay it, I guess, the Florida Panthers, but geez, there's no way to get involved here if you want to bet the Panthers other than here's an option, and I've seen people use this before on big favorites. Panthers money line and the over 6. A $10 bet would win you $11. You'll get plus 117 on a two-leg parlay with the over 6 and the Florida Panthers here. And there is a reason behind this massive line. This is the biggest line we've seen all year. Florida's healthy. There's a start. The only players they're missing is Noel Acari, which is a depth center. They're going to be missing Sam Bennett and Owen Tippett. Those are the only names they're really missing. When Jonathan Drouin is questionable, Brandon Gallagher is questionable. Still no Ouellette. They're going to be with Montembeault in net. There's no Jake Allen, no Josh Anderson, no Joel Armia, no Josh Brook, no Paul Byron, no Ben Sherratt, no Christian Dvorak, no Joel Edmondson, no Mike Hoffman, no Lokinen, no Peralt, no Petrie, no Price, no Lemieux, no Trisdale, no Toffoli, no Weber. I know some of these players have been missing all year, but jeez, this Montreal Canadiens team, there's no way you can get involved on them here, even at a plus 430. And I'm someone that would say, yeah, I think I could see value in that. I mean, if you're giving me plus 185 to take a goal and a half, I was tempted. I'm not going to lie. Plus 185 for plus 1.5 was a very tempting price. But not when Montreal is going to come out here and get blown out 6-1. It's just not going to happen.
No, that's fair. So I decided I'm going to try to do a parlay today for NHL. Get the Sabres, get the Canadiens, Blackhawks, and Ottawa Senators. Should be some really nice plus money there. No, I'm kidding. That's just donating my money.
No. I've got to actually. I think I may have found a play here that can get you nice plus money with the Florida Panthers.
Yeah.
Florida Panthers by 5 or more goals at plus 325 when they win 6-1 today.
Okay. That's fine.
They put up 9 goals against the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay. That's fair. This is the biggest line you've ever seen. Under
Yes.
6. Terry's on the team total over 4.5 for Florida. Montreal has no defense and no goaltending. You'll happily take the over 4.5. What is Montreal plus 2.5? I don't have those lines.
We don't have those, but I can find a line for that real quick. If
fine.
you give me a second, I will have a line for plus 2.5 here. If it'll let me. I just want to view the odds. That's all I want to do on DK Sportsbook because I know they have all these lines here, and I can go over these. On here we are. It's minus 550 over on DK. Game lines. Here we go. Alternative puck lines. Here we go. Take the Panthers at minus 2.5 at plus 105. Take them minus 4.5 at plus 390. Minus 5.5 at plus 650. I'm surprised Tim's not coming out with his draw play of the day here with a plus 535 on a draw.
Sabres
draw.
Why not?
Okay.
I feel like that full game can be close. That could be an interesting draw.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a spot here where I feel like we've talked too long about this. I'm going over the total in this game, over 6 goals, and that's about all I can really get to in this game.
That's fair. Afternoon ticket. So he's got another parlay.
Oh boy. Do you ever straight bet these, or are you only parlays, Lex?
I don't know. Arkansas money line, which is football. The over 44 in Oklahoma State. Boston Bruins money line. Leaves money line. Creighton plus 5. Wichita plus 4.5. Texas minus 7.5. I believe Texas is 11 now, but I'm not sure. VMI plus 8 and Boston U. Let's go quickly look at your college basketball. Yeah, I can see Wichita. I would be fine with that. Is it actually? That's 4.5. That might be another play for me and Nick. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's a pick'em. I don't know how you got 4.5. He probably bought the points. Creighton at plus 5. Why not? Texas minus 7.5. We have that one lined exactly that way. VMI plus 8. Yeah, why not? We have Furman as a 3.5 point favorite. And then Boston U money line. I don't mind that at all. Good luck. Wow. First period over 1.5. Love that first period over in Florida.
Not at minus 160, but I think I may have found a way to back the Panthers here, Tim, at a reasonable price. First period, minus half a goal at minus 120. I think that's actually a halfway decent price.
Okay.
To be winning at the end of the first period. I'm gonna hop on that. I think that they jump out to a 2-3-0 lead in the first period, to be completely honest. Now this may be one of those spots where it's 0-0 at the end of the first, but give me Florida first period minus half a goal at minus 120. I think that's not a bad price there.
All right, let's keep rolling through these games. We've already been live for about 55 minutes at this point. So, Carolina Hurricanes, Columbus Blue Jackets. Carolinas are on a 170 favorite, total of 6. Where are you rolling in this game, Nick?
I feel like there's a common trend here so far, and that's overs. And I'm gonna ride that here with the overs in this game as well. I believe in the group chat there was mention of Daniil Tarasov in net for the Blue Jackets today, and Antti Ranta in net for the Carolina Hurricanes. So 2 backup goaltenders here with. I believe Columbus on a second half of a back-to-back. I can't see a reason why they wouldn't be starting Elvis Merzlikins. I'm trying to remember if they played yesterday. Why am I forgetting if they played yesterday? No, they didn't. I'm confused why Elvis Merzlikins is not in net for this game. That actually is truly puzzling to me. But we have 2 backup goalies with Antti Ranta and Tarasov. We have the Carolina Hurricanes who are healthy. They're only going to be missing Martinook, Gardner, and Smith. Smith is more of a depth defenseman. Gardner has been out all year, and Martinook is an alternative captain. And then kind of a healthy Columbus team as well. Only really missing Yorkstan and Korpisalo, and I don't know what's going on with Merzlikins. He's not on the injury list. Maybe he's just getting a day off, and they're giving Tarasov a game here. But with two backup goaltenders now, I love my over 6 even more in this game. I got the over in this spot.
I like it. Turnsy, probably a good look for the over in the first period. How do you guys feel about Troy plus 2.5? They've been good to me lately. Won outright as 8-point dogs the other day. Yep, we had Troy plus the 8 the other day, or we had plus 9 the other day. It'd be a slight lean to UT Arlington in this one. A point of value. We have this game where UT Arlington should be about a 3.5-point favorite. So considering that Troy would be a 2.5-point dog, it's about a 1-point value on UT, but not enough for us to get to it. Just locked in. $100 to make $2,000. Let's get it. Good luck, dude. Good luck.
Good luck.
Let's keep rolling with it. We get the Chicago Blackhawks and the Nashville Predators in the next one. Predators are on a minus 200 favorite, total of 5.5. Where are you rolling in this one, Nick?
Yeah, the line's definitely moved in this game, and for good reason. Both starting goaltenders for the Chicago Blackhawks are on COVID protocol. Marc-Andre Fleury and Kevin Lankinen will not be available for today's game, which means we're going to get Connor D'Elia in net for these Blackhawks. Oh boy, this is going to be an absolute stomping. He played last year a few games. He was in the rotations. He's been in the AHL all season. Last year, he went 1-3-1 with a 3.59 goals allowed average and a .902 save percentage. So he was not very good at all when he was in the NHL last year. And I expect this Nashville team to be able to put up some goals against him. And I made this bet when they announced that there was both those goaltenders were going to be on COVID, and this line has moved since. Where I got the puck line at plus 145. It's now around plus 125. So definite line movement here with the news of these goaltenders from Nashville. So I like, or for Chicago, so I like the over in this game. I expect Nashville to put up some goals against D'Elia, and I can see 1 or 2 goals here for the Blackhawks as well. Trying to get what the line is up on this game. Team total over 3.5 at plus 105. I will not talk you off of with the Nashville Predators as well. I just think they're going to tee up on D'Elia here, and this game goes way over. We've been seeing Predator games go over as of late, back to back since they've come back from the break. A 5-3 loss against the Capitals and a 4-3 loss in a shootout against the Blue Jackets. So we've seen both their games go over, and I can expect that again today. I like over 5.5, and the puck line here for the Nashville Predators at plus 145. It's now plus 125.
There you go. I know fading the Blackhawks is a good way to make some money. So we'll go ahead and keep on rolling.
Edmonton Oilers are in New York facing off against the Islanders. Islanders, this game's essentially a pick 'em at this point. Total is 6 in this game. Where are we looking this one, Nick?
Yeah, one thing I've loved to do this season, and it's been really profitable as of late, is fading these overrated Oilers. This is a team that has been criminally overrated all year long. I've made money fading them, and you know how you love to fade your Lakers? Well, fading the Oilers are a full-time job for me. Fading the Oilers and fading the Flyers. Those are my two Lakers of the NHL, I guess you would want to call them there. They are, because I think the Lakers and the Oilers are perfect examples of each other for each sport. Criminally overrated and extremely top heavy. You got your top two guys, LeBron and AD, McDavid and Draisaitl, and then nothing after that. You get your Ryan Nugent-Hopkins compared to your Russell Westbrook. Like there's your thing. This team is too top heavy, lacks depth, and everybody loves them for whatever reason because they can be flashy on offense sometimes. I'm on the Islanders in this game. They're at home. The Oilers are on a second half of a back-to-back where they blew a lead yesterday against the I believe they blew a third period lead against the New Jersey Devils. They gave up a goal with less than a minute left to go to overtime, and they lost in overtime 6-5 to the Devils, who the Devils have looked like absolute crap lately. So this is a spot where I want nothing to do with these Oilers. The Islanders have become one of my favorite plays of the day.
Hey, ride with them. Turnsy's on the under in this game. And then AJ's saying Mike Smith looked bad yesterday.
Yeah, he did. Well, keep in mind he's an older goaltender that was coming off of an injury.
Yeah.
So
keep on rolling. The Ottawa Senators are in Toronto taking on the Maple Leafs in this one. Toronto around a 285 favorite, total of 6 in this game. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, with Toronto, and I believe I saw in the group chat some news that Mitchell Marner will be making his return here for the Toronto Maple Leafs in this game. And one thing we've noticed with star players coming back this season is that generally teams tend to struggle when they get their star player back because it kind of messes with chemistry. But I don't know if that's going to affect Toronto as much. They haven't played since the 14th. So they probably have had time for him to practice a little bit and get acclimated. And it's not like they've been playing a lot recently. This is their first game in 17 days. It'd be a lean towards the Sens in this game. Looking at injuries in this one, the Senators do have some players on the IR and stuff like that. This is a reason why I stayed completely off this game. I think this is the only game I passed on today, so I think I may have a little bit too much action here to start 2022 in the NHL. But no Ennis, no Norris, no Paul, no Josh Brown, no Crankshook, no Pinto, no White, no Zaitsev. So they are missing some players here. I'm not going to be getting to this game at all. This is a pass for me. Lean towards the Sens money line, though.
Yeah, Toronto, Ottawa hate each other.
I can definitely be talked into a +1.5 with Ottawa, though. I believe that's not a terrible price. +110 for +1.5 with the Ottawa Senators. I think there's stupider bets out there.
There's probably definitely stupider bets. But we'll keep rolling. We got 3 games left. This is the game that I know a lot of people are going to be interested in. The Winter Classic. You get the Minnesota Wild and the St. Louis Blues. Technically, this would be a game for the Minnesota Wild. It's about a pick 'em at this point. Total is 6. Tell us why the Blues are going to win this game, Nick.
They're not. I had to make sure I had to call in backup here, Tim, to give the breakdown for this game because this is going to be one of the coolest games we're going to see all season long. And I had to bring in no other than Wild expert Terry Edelman himself. How are we doing, Terry?
How's it going, guys?
It's going good. Yeah, I messaged him this morning, Tim, saying, "Hey, you should hop in to break down this this Winter Classic game because I know you've been looking forward to this game for a little bit of time now." So now the Minnesota Wild are minus 110 in this game. I saw them yesterday when I bet it at minus 125, minus 127. Is there a reason why this line is going down? And then there's the total of 6 as well in this game. Where are you looking at for this game? Obviously, it's the Wild, but why are you looking at the Wild?
Well, I'm on a lot of bets today, but I have no player props for this game. I'm not on the total. I'm not on the team total. I'm not on anything like that. This is going to be the coldest Winter Classic ever played. So I'm not exactly sure how that is going to affect the goal scoring. I'm assuming that there won't be as much goal scoring with the coldness. I'm on it is my biggest play of the year, but it was also my biggest play from last year. I'm on 4 units on Wild money line and half a unit on Minnesota in regulation. I've been looking forward to this game for 2 years. I'm wearing my Stadium Series jersey right now.
Oh, nice. There you go.
I can show. Yeah, Stadium Series 2015, our only other outdoor game. We smashed Chicago 6-1. Not most of the players, but a lot of the players are still here that played in that game. I see the Wild winning. This is a huge game that they've been looking forward to for years. So have I. So we will see what happens.
Yeah.
Could we make the same argument for the Blues, saying that they've been looking forward to this game for years too?
No, because it's not in St. Louis. It's not at Busch Field. It's at Target Field.
All right. I think I throw out that argument.
They obviously have been looking for it. Like, they're obviously excited for it too. It's not like they don't care or anything. But it's not being played in St. Louis. It is being played in Minnesota. I doubt there will be very many St. Louis fans there. It should be mostly Wild fans. It's going to be a good game. The Winter Classic is always a good game to watch. I'm excited.
There we go. Nick, your thoughts?
I'm on the Wild money line as well. I mentioned that I got it at minus 127. I didn't think that line was going to go down that much. It is what it is.
Yeah, go ahead. There's no news. There's no news that would make it make the line change. So all I can think of is that people are putting money on St. Louis. Minnesota does struggle with St. Louis in St. Louis though. They went 2-1-1 against St. Louis at home last year. So St. Louis has been a bit of a trouble for Minnesota, but mostly in St. Louis. This is in Minnesota. They've been looking forward to this game. They've been practicing for this game.
I saw some of those videos where they were practicing as the snow was falling down, and that looked really cool.
Oh yeah, all the Wild players have huge smiles on their faces. They are ready for this game.
Yeah, they're so ready. Yeah, I like the Wild in this matchup. This is I think it just bodes well for them here. And I was mentioning teams that were going to benefit and teams that were going to be hurt by this break, by the COVID break here. And I think one of the biggest beneficiaries, other than maybe like Calgary, who gets all their players back, and Boston, who is struggling heading into that with injuries and stuff like that, is the Minnesota Wild, who are massively struggling heading into their break as well. They lost, I think, three straight games for the first time in, we said, for a few years. They've lost four in a row, actually. So I think this is definitely gave them a good time to the last played on the 20th and that 7-4 loss against Dallas. It gives them time to kind of clear the head. They extended they extended the coaching staff, so they're going to be well motivated into this game. And I feel like this is a good Minnesota team that should be able to bounce back. Kind of like I was saying, kind of some teams that will be negatively affected by the COVID break, teams that kind of will be losing their momentum. Tim and I will be going over those in the next 2 games. I think that the Wild should benefit from this break.
Before I jump off, as I said, 4 units on Wild money line. My next biggest play. Yeah, Tim, you were not on the stream. You cut out there when I mentioned that.
Oh no,
I
I just took myself out so I can make you bigger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 4 units on Wild money line, and my other biggest play of the night. Sorry, Nick. 2 units on Vancouver money line, and another
fine.
half unit in Vancouver in regulation. I don't see Vancouver losing to Seattle, but it is the NHL. We never know.
Feel
Yeah,
like
the
that's
Buffalo
gonna be
Sabres
a
are going to win tonight.
No, Tim. Sorry.
No, they're not.
Unfortunately not. But everybody smash that like button. Happy New Year's. Thanks for having me on. And we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, let's go Wild.
All right.
Thanks. See you guys.
Oh, wait, hold on. There we
No,
go.
screw yourself, Tim. Come on.
Yeah, Tim.
Jeez. Okay.
Middle finger on
Sorry.
the live stream. There you go.
He deserved it for putting the Blues logo out there. That's fine.
All right, yep.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry, for hopping on there to break down the Minnesota Wild game there. I had to get him on for that game. It's just this is probably the biggest game the Wild are going to play until the Stanley Cup. So, all right, then we'll move on to our next game here. We had 2 more games to wrap it up here, Tim. We'll move on here.
Yeah, Vancouver Canucks at Seattle facing off against the Kraken. It's about a pick 'em, roughly -115 for Vancouver. Total of 5.5. I know Terry just said he was on Seattle. I know he said he's on the Canucks. Where are you looking for this one, Nick?
Yeah, release the Kraken in this one here. One of those teams that I said was going to be negatively affected by the break is the Vancouver Canucks. And I think that they had such great momentum heading into that break too. They did beat Anaheim in their first game out of it, and then they lost on the second half of back-to-back in a shootout against LA. They had won 7 straight games, and everybody fell in love with this Vancouver team. And I feel like now that they got that first loss, I think that this is one of those where that streak's they're going to regress back down to the mean. Seattle has lost back-to-back since heading into this one, since coming back from the break. They lost 3-2 in overtime, and then they lost to a good Calgary team, which I thought was going to be a massive beneficiary of this break. I think Seattle should be the favorite in this game. So I'm going with the Kraken in this one. I got them at -121. Now they're on +105. I don't understand the line movement other than just people betting Vancouver, because I don't see any added names to the other than Jaden Schwartz. But they're going to be without Appleton, Donato, Dunn, and Tanev. We all knew that because Tanev's going to be out for the rest of the year. Dunn, the other 3 have been out for a while. And Vancouver is going to be playing without some players as well. DiGiuseppe, Harmonic, Suter, and then the big one is Brock Besser, someone that since the coaching change has really stepped up his game, because one of the big things that Bruce came in and said was, Brock Besser, you got to start shooting the puck more, and he scored a few times in the following games after the new head coach got hired, and he's been really good, and that's going to be a major loss here for Vancouver. We saw it in their last game. Their offense went kind of dry. So I like Seattle in this game. I expect positive regression for Grubauer, who's expected in net tonight. So release the Kraken on this one.
Hey, I don't mind that one at all. Go back to the chat before we head into the last game. Ottawa always plays the Leafs hard. Ottawa +1.5. Blues winning. Thanks, Nick. So happy we got Grizzly Adams on the stream.
Wow, Turnsy, good one there.
Love you, Terry. Wild back. I think they are.
Yeah, this is their first game back from their break.
Oh, yeah. What's good, Earle Bros? Giving you the thumbs up. Thank you, Francisco. We appreciate that. Final game of the day, finally. We get the Philadelphia Flyers and the Los Angeles Kings. -155 are the Kings, total of 5.5.
Quickly, what do you like for this one?
Yeah, this line's definitely moved. I got this at -134 yesterday with the Kings. It's now at -155. I like the Kings in this matchup here. Fading the Flyers is a full-time job. Carter Hart is not expected back until the 6th, so that means most likely it's going to be Martin Jones in net. which he's not looked particularly great this season. 9-11 save percentage, but 3.2 goals allowed per game, 6-4 record. I'm just not a fan of this Philadelphia Flyers team. This is a team I've faded all season long. I think that there's always value in not betting them here. And at minus 134, I liked it. At minus 155, that's a little juicy now. If you want to take the Kings, I wouldn't talk you off of a puck line at plus 155 or the red line at minus 110. I think the Kings get the job done in this one here. I also lean towards the over in this one because of that goaltending question mark with the Philadelphia Flyers. But I like the Kings money line in this.
Fair enough. You're mean, Turnsey. No, Turnsey, you're not mean. You're nice. I like Turnsey. Anyways, that should be it for today's slate. Quickly throwing Higgs's link in the chat so you guys can go over afterwards. But before we wrap up the stream, do recap and everything, we're gonna go ahead and roll the bumper and then do a couple other housekeeping things.
Hey guys, EarleSportsBets.com has finally launched, and to show our appreciation for you, click on the link below or go to EarleSportsBets.com/promo to get the 7-day package for only $49. That's $120 in savings. Thanks, guys.
There you go. But we'll go ahead. Quick housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below, along with the Earle Sports Bets website. And I'm going to be putting a link to the TikTok in the chat as well. Here's our TikTok. Follow us at Earle Sports Bets on TikTok. We're in a battle against Detroit Lenny and Picks and Parleys. So go ahead, follow us on TikTok. Help us out there. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. We're live now. Higgs is live now as well. He started about 20 minutes ago. We put his link in the description. Go ahead, check him out. Say hi. Hang out with him for a little bit. Talk sports with him. And then no game time today, but there will be Allie at 1:30, most likely. Maybe. We'll see if she comes back. She'll probably be in her hoodie and sunglasses after last night because it was New Year. So go with that. But no game time decision today. There might be a couple of free picks posted up. Definitely some content over on each page, so check out each of the 3 pages. But I only bet 3 games in the NBA today. I got the Pelicans game under. I got the Wizards game over, and Utah minus 4.5. Nick, go over all of your action for today and then wrap up the stream.
Yeah, wow, you got quite the light slate there. I'm on Woo Pig money line, Arkansas there. Notre Dame money line, Iowa plus the 3.5 and the money line. Ohio State minus the points. In the NBA, Pelicans plus 11.5. That's all I got from the NBA. That's all I want to bet from the NBA. From that Boston, I got Boston puck line against the Sabres as well as I've got the Canadiens over 6 and the Panthers first period puck line at minus 120. I think that was a very reasonable price. Carolina, Columbus Blue Jackets over 6. I'm on the Preds over 5.5 and the Preds puck line. I'm on the Islanders. I'm on the Wild. I'm on the Kraken, and I'm on the Kings. And that's it.
All right, Nick, go ahead and finish up the stream.
Yeah, that should just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESB, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, by my brother Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I want to thank you guys, as always, and good luck today.
See you guys.